I am running for U.S. Congress here in Indiana-9 to represent all of you. And to represent every Hoosier who feels unseen right now, who feels like they're not being heard, who feels like they're not being respected by the people that are supposedly representing them in Congress. We're going to win. And we're going to win because our ticket is strong, up and down. And we're going to win because we have a big tent, and that tent is getting bigger. Where are our teachers here? I've heard a lot of teachers here. You deserve strong unions. You deserve to teach a fact-based curriculum. You deserve kids who have a preschool education. You deserve those things, and we are going to get you those things, and we're going to make sure that teachers are strong in Indiana. I know we have a lot of unions, a lot of union workers. Thank you, sir. It's Labor Day week. Our unions are the backbone of our economy. They're the people that are doing the work that made the benches you're sitting on and this podium and the roads and the cars that we drive. We cannot exist without them, and they deserve our praise, our thanks, and our respect. And so thank you, unions. Nurses and healthcare.
Yeah.
You deserve a system that people love. Imagine that. Imagine having a healthcare system where you say, I love the healthcare system in the United States. We could do that. I have ideas on how we can do that. I know how to do that. I have done that, passing bipartisan legislation on the expert witness side and on the writing the Congress bills side, and now bring me over to the other side, and we will have a healthcare system you will love, I promise you. Farmers. There are farmers in this room. There are, and there's a lot of people who love farmers in this room. The cattlemen are outside cooking those steak sandwiches for us. We're sitting here in a 4-H fairgrounds. And the reason we are is because we have opened up our tent. We are getting bigger, not smaller. We are accepting people into our vision of a better America and a better Indiana. We have given, through this campaign, and I'll say I didn't spend your money on this, I spent my own. We've given the 4-H through all of our 17 4-H fair sponsors $35,000 at this point. $35,000 to our farmers, to our future farmers, to our children, giving them the education that rural Hoosiers care about. That's an amazing way to reach out to our communities, ingratiate ourselves to our communities, be part of those communities, and show them that we're good people, that we're here to represent all of us, not just the Democrats. And because of that, we even have allies in this room that aren't Democrats. We have independents, we have Republicans, we have libertarians. And you know, I'm doing my best to reach out to all of them, and you've seen the signs, the Republicans pick heck signs that are on the road right now. We have a lot of Republicans with those in their yards, and believe it or not, most of those are in Clark County. Because they're fed up. They're fed up with the corruption. I'm fed up with the corruption. We haven't heard his name, but I will say his name over and over again. Jamie Knoll and his syndicate needs to go down, and we need new leadership here in Clark County, here in Indiana-9. I want to tell you a story. my wife here, Missy. Hi.
Yeah!
Thank you so much for everything. It's been an incredible journey. When Biden stepped down and he endorsed Harris, the next day, my wife and I both woke up, went into my son's room. Where is my son's over there? It's his 2-year-old birthday right now.
Woo!
Biggest birthday party you'll ever have. Or we can do this next year and the next year. It's fine by me. And we went into the nursery. And Missy, you can see, was able to crawl into that crib with him, put him on her lap. I sat on the rocker. And she looked in his eyes and said, "Can you say Madam President?" And so I say to you, can you say Madam President? Can you say Madam Governor? Can you say Madam Senator? Can you say Madam Attorney General? This election is about women, the people that love them and their providers. I am an emergency doctor. I'm an emergency doctor, and I have treated a lot of women who have been raped. I've even treated girls who've been raped. And I've treated women that would have died unless we treated them with an abortion. And when giving my counsel, doing that, I never once said to those women, "Hey, what does the government have to say about this?" I never thought about it. The government does not belong in my exam room. And I've given that same story I just told you to the reddest areas of our district. A lot of you have been in this room have been with me to these very red places where I'm the only Democratic candidate to show up to a forum, and it's 13 other Republicans. And I want to say thank you to those staff, to those volunteers who have gone into those places with me back in the winter, back when it was early and we gave these messages that we were proud of and flipped so many votes. Susan Pop, where are you? Where are you? She might be outside, she's always working. Susan Pop has been absolutely incredible putting this campaign together, driving me all sorts of places that she did not want to drive me. Being a good friend, funding too many things, and just being the glue that has made the operations of this campaign work. I want to say Nancy Swami, thank you so much. Nancy. Nancy has thrown 8 fundraisers in Bloomington for candidates. 8 fundraisers. That's incredible. You know how much work it is to put on one fundraiser? You know how much work it is to put on this fundraiser? To put on this rally? And Emma, thank you so much for doing the work to organize this rally. Absolutely. And IU Dems, we have Anushka up there. We have Josh. Where's Josh? Another IU Dem. Yeah. Thank you. They're like family at this point. Cass knows their names. He's 2 years old. It's absolutely amazing, the people that have helped us. And there's so many out here. Together, what we've done this election cycle is that when we started this election, our first poll before I had any name recognition, just asking who are you going to vote for? This Tim Peck you know nothing about, or this Aaron Houchin who you also probably know nothing about because he does not show up. Lots of laughs because it's true. We were 24 points down. Oh, am I really going to do this? We're really going to enter this, Missy? Were we going to do this? 24 points down, that's a lot of work. And so I quit my job and did this full time. And my wife has been making the dollars while I've been doing this. Thank you for holding down the fort. Absolutely incredible. And we went out there and we've been working 12, 14, 16-hour days for almost a year now. And again, we've been going into these rooms and we've been taking what's rightfully ours from Erin Houchin, which is that the lazy votes that would have gone to her unless they met me, and unless they met our message, and unless they heard the truthful message about what we believe in, not what we're pandering to them. And we're taking what's rightfully ours from her because she does not deserve them. She does not show up. Tammy gave me this. Tammy, where are you? Another amazing volunteer. Are you in this room? Tammy Kelcher. This is from the Madison Courier. When asked about debating Peck, Houchin said, quote, "I have no plans for a debate. We have been invited to participate in a debate. I have no plans for a debate." We've had a campaign in which we've given the campaign number to a whole bunch of Hoosiers. And every 5 minutes they call Erin Houchin's office and they say, "Will you debate Tim Peck?" And I would like all of you to do that with us next week. We're going to have her phone ringing off the hook the entire week next week. And we have your emails now because you all signed up. We're going to send you a calendar invite. You're all going to sign up for five minutes. It takes 30 seconds to do it. You're going to, if she doesn't answer, it's very easy to do, to leave the message. Or you take the poor interns that you speak to that are getting these phone calls. And you all will film this and put it onto social media. And there are over 200 people here who will put that on, and we will get the word out that Erin Houchin does not show up. She does not deserve your vote. And I said we started with 24 points down. And then when you look at the informed vote, when you look at the polling, and we haven't polled recently because it would be called what they call a vanity poll. Right? It's just to know where you are. It's not actually going to give you any new information. We know what we need to do to win. We're only 4 points down. And that was before Biden dropped out. That was before Biden dropped out, before Harris came on the ticket. That was before Jamie Knoll got 15 years. There are a lot of wins in our favor to win this race. We can win, and what I want you to do, what I'm asking you to do, is to find one person who believes that we can't win. Because there's a lot of them out there, because we haven't been winning. Because of all the reasons that we talked about, the gerrymandering, the not putting people on the ballot. We've lost a little bit of hope, but we are 50 out of 50 in terms of turnout in the country. Which means to me, that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity. We don't need that many more people to vote to win this thing. So go find someone who feels defeated and tell them that there's something to vote for. Not just my race, but McCormick's race, and the races below me. There are plenty of things to vote for this year that can and will win. And if District 9 flips, the rest of the state flips. We know that. We know that Barron Hill won this district not too long ago. We know that Lee Hamilton won before him. And when the District 9 starts to even out, a lot of those state races, a few of them flip too. You have the control to make that happen. So again, please find one person. I'm talking a Democrat. I'm talking an independent, someone who feels disenchanted, and say, I'm going to pick you up on election day and bring you to the polls. If you do that, we will win. So talk to your neighbors. Tell them to vote for a husband, a father, an innovator, a hustler, a Hoosier. As a doctor, I save lives that otherwise wouldn't be saved. As your candidate, I'm I'm flipping boats that otherwise wouldn't be flipped. I promise you, I will not waste your boat. I will not waste your sweat. I will be there right next to you, doing the work to make Indiana-9 blue again. We can do this. Let's go.